Hey, it's Ronnie Johnson here on NCHS Live, and I'm here with Principal Mr. Evans Branigan. I'm going to start off with a couple questions here. Is that fine?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. Mason Gerard is the new student council president, and his campaign promised Wi-Fi and concerts. What should you expect?
I'm kind of curious as to where this Wi-Fi is coming from. He's ahead of the curve because next year, and it won't impact you, but we will have Wi-Fi throughout the building. We're one of the last buildings in the district to not have Wi-Fi in the building. So they're coming in this summer to get it throughout the building, so that's a definite plus. Concerts, I'm not really sure about the concerts yet. I've not seen his platform for concerts. I'm kind of curious as to, is that Rock for Riley, is that NC Idol, or is he going to bring in some national recording artist? And if he can do it, I'll be impressed.
You got a semester under your belt, and there haven't been too many changes. Are you planning to make big changes next year?
The only real changes we'll see next year are the school hours. Our school will start at 7:25, and for students we'll dismiss at 2:40, which will have an impact on all the extracurricular activities after school, visual and performing arts after school. It just basically means things move up a little bit.
There's a rumor that students will have to wear IDs next year. What about that?
We explored that option. We looked at what other schools were doing around Marion County, and we heard some of their successes and or failures to this procedure. And at this point, and we're going to print with our student handbook, which means that pretty much I made my mind up. We're not going to make any changes next year on the student ID. Plus, we're going to have new IDs next year. I want to see how that works out. That new ID, if it's here in time, faculty have theirs in time, but it's going to be a one-stop shopping for everything on the new ID. They're even talking about, there's talk, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but students will actually flash that ID to get on the bus, like a little Scantron type deal, where you flash it that way they have an accurate record of who's on the bus.
I've heard you were a college football superstar.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have started at NC?
College superstar, huh? I don't think anybody who was successful in high school would think that they couldn't play anywhere they went. Wherever I played, be it my former high school in Fort Wayne, or be it here, the coach would have got the best out of me. So my response is, yeah, I would have played, regardless of the name of the school, I would have played.
All right. What advice would you give to college athletes?
For those going off into their freshman year of college, you've already been dazzled by the recruiting. You've already been promised the world by every coach known to man. When you get there, reality sets in. You are one of many people in that university. And if you're truly going to college, not as an athlete, but you're going there to get a degree, you need to make sure that college academics is number one. The coach is going to use you for everything that he or she can get out of you because that's their job. And they're making 6 figures, if not 7 figures, and they're doing all they can to be in a position to make their money. You've got to be in a position as a college athlete to get your degree because your time in the university will come and go, and the university will make millions off of your participation regardless of what school you go to. The university is going to make money off you from TV to your name on the back of a uniform to people buying tickets. They're making money. You're not. Agree. The worst thing that can happen is the person who goes into college and says, I'm an athlete, and they are an athlete for 4 years. 5th year comes around, they're still an athlete. 6th year comes around, now they're not an athlete and they're not a graduate. They just happen to attend this university for whatever number of years. So my advice is, understand that this is a business relationship going into. Not everybody goes to the NFL. Not everybody goes to the NBA, NHL, whatever hell you want to put out there. Not everybody gets to make millions of dollars for being an athlete. You asked a simple question, I gave a long-winded answer only because too many of our young athletes, not just North Central, but in general, go to college and they are NFL.
Or have no fallback plan.
Exactly. And when I say NFL, I mean not for long. And they're temps, they're just borrowed time. So you as a college athlete, you'll find out when you go next year. Some guys will be really good friends of yours, and by the time you're a sophomore or junior, some of those boys will be back home. Some of them weren't mentally prepared for the challenge associated with an athlete, an academic, a student athlete.
So now we're moving on to something else. It's some word association. I'll say a word and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. A Panther proud position.
Upper atrium.
Mr. Quan.
Boss.
IU.
Boo.
That's nice. Taco Bell.
Nothing good that comes to mind. And the word that comes to mind, I can't take.
Senioritis.
Myth.
Panther Quest.
Enthusiasm.
Peyton Manning.
Tennessee.
Twitter.
Tweet.
All right, now I'll start a sentence and you finish.
All right, here we go.
My plans for summer break are
Vacation.
my biggest regret is
My biggest regret.
just in general.
I doubted myself once when I shouldn't have.
Okay. I'm the best in the world at
I'm the best in the world at being the life of the party.
all right. If I could live anywhere in the world, it would be
Tennessee.
if I had one day to live, I would.
Hug my sons.
On this show, we normally do a segment where I'll start the lyrics of a song and you finish it. We picked a few dated songs because of your age, so let's get started. Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low.
That's Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Ain't no mountain high enough.
Okay.
There we go. Do I have to sing it?
Nah, you good, you got it.
I am not that old.
So now, next one. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue.
That would be Patsy Cline. Crazy, crazy for feelings. Once again, I'm not 70 years old.
All right.
Oh, I know where you're getting this from.
Last one. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me.
My girl, Temptations.
That's good. Well, I want to thank you for coming in, Mr. Branigan, and I also want to thank North Central for the last 4 years giving me support with everything, and see you later.